Hey guys. I just wanted to give you a tool that I like to use. It's not my idea. There are really no original ideas out there anyway. It's just our own expression of other people's ideas and ideas that have been repeating themselves through history. So what unique thing can you come up with? Well, you really can't, but your own individual expression, you can do that. You got this when it comes to that. So, this tool is, I'd like to give proper credit, but I have no idea who came up with this, but it's pretty cool. And it works really great if you want to develop your intuition. So I'm just going to explain what I do. And I don't even know if this is like what was originally taught or what, but it's my little version of it. So just, you can take it and put your own spin on it and do it your own way. And that's always best anyway. So, I sit down and I use a specific journal just for this purpose. I call them my council meetings. My closest friends are like, oh, you should do a council meeting on this. That would be so interesting, So what I do is I sit with this journal and a pen, and I usually do it like I go to bed a little bit early, like 45 minutes early, to make sure I have time to do this. But I just sit there and get quiet. And then I hold the intention. I just kind of put it out there to the universe. Like, I would like to hold a divine guidance council meeting. That's what I call it anyway. And I would like, anyone is welcome to join this meeting. If I have an intention, I set it, but I say that anyone is welcome to join this anyone or anything is welcome to join this meeting, as long as they are unconditionally loving beings and they are out for my greatest good and everyone else involved in whatever situation it is. If it's a situation, just set your intentions for the most pure and unbiased information possible. And I ask to see the truth in all things. So then I picture like a clock, and then I'll just ask who or what is at 1 o'clock? Who's at 1 o'clock? And I may or may not see anything. So don't beat yourself up if something doesn't like immediately come to you. Then you just say, who's at 2 o'clock? So 2 o'clock, you may see like a dragonfly. And you'll be like, okay, a dragonfly, that's interesting. And then you ask the dragonfly, why did you come to me? Do you have a message? What did you want to tell me? You just interact with it. And then it may like take off or circle around, or it may like do some kind of crazy thing, or it may just sit there and hover. So then you can ask it more questions like, why are you hovering? What are you trying to show me in hovering? Or you can say, why did you fly around me? Are you saying that, and you can start guessing. Are you saying that this? Are you saying that? And you can kind of designate a yes and no in your mind, or what that looks like for you. Could be yes is on this side, no is on that side. That's what I've got pretty much. That's what I use. And yes will like stand out or glow or something, and then no will kind of bounce out if, whatever it is. It's like yes, no, yes, no. So I ask all these questions, and then sometimes you'll get a whole phrase, or you'll get a name spelled out, or something like that. It's the intuition is a crazy thing to explore, but the more you get the hang of it, then it becomes smoother and easier to listen to. But basically, so you just go. You don't have to go all the way around the clock. I've gotten to just like maybe 1 or 2 o'clock sometimes, and I've spent, the whole in a whole hour or something talking to this being. And it could be like, a pharaoh god, or it could be a lake. It could be a fly. You guys saw that fly on my Instagram probably. They can come in so many different shapes and forms. Just don't limit it. It could be a piece of paper. Inanimate objects can teach you lessons too. Everything can teach you lessons. You can learn a lesson from a leaf, so don't think that it has to come through in a specific way. Be very open-minded. And also in this way, you will, you'll just learn to have a much more open mind to listening to just like about everything in life. Sometimes I stop and listen to the wind. So if I get ringing in my ear, that's another thing that could help you. If I get ringing in my ear, pay attention to which ear it is. It's the right ear. I've designated with my guides that those are like earthly beings or things that are more of the earth, like fairies and leprechauns, or like just earthy type of things. Could be people who have lived before and now they're deceased, or it could be the higher self of somebody who's actually living here on the earth. The other side, the left side, is designated for angels and maybe like extraterrestrials or like higher level, high vibrational beings. So a lot of times angels come through, and I just ask, what do you want? What are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to say? And then I just listen. Just don't be. A lot of it is so subtle that you really kind of have to. I mean, for some people it's more obvious, but don't worry if it is subtle, because you get better at it as you practice in time. Anyway, I'm trying to think if there's another aspect of it that would be helpful. I guess, if you're wondering about anything, you could set the intention for your meeting to try to decide, like, which guy to choose. I know a lot of feminines have a lot of options right now. So you could ask your counsel. You could even take a counsel vote. I did that once. Like, I had 3 guys I was thinking about a lot, and I was like, well, which one do you guys think? And they took a vote. It was so cool. But that was a different kind of counsel meeting, because I have a counsel, since I speak my light language, Celeste is like my main being that I talk to. Well, she's my higher self, essentially, but she seems like another being. But she is like the ambassador of a council of 60. So I take advantage of that when I can. Like, what do you guys think? Why should I choose this one over that one? And what, I weigh it out with them. And then that's good, pure, unbiased information by 60 beings who love you and are your best friend, and that they know you, your ego, that other person, their ego. They see where you guys would clash. They see all of that stuff. So if you can practice listening to your intuition this way, then you can get some really good messages from your counsel. The other kind of counsel, if you want to throw one of those meetings, it's a little intimidating sitting in front of like 60 beings, but they'll tell you like it is. So always be willing to see the truth of something. You've really got to become unbiased if you want to be really good at this. You got to be willing to see the bad as well as the good. And to, because I've had things where I've heard an answer I didn't want to hear, and I kind of cringe for a second, and I'm just like, oh, okay, actually, bring it on. And then I do. And then the next message is usually like, we were just fooling you, or it's like, we're glad that you opened yourself up to go there for a second, because we wanted to show you this angle of it. It's different than what you were thinking, or something like that. You know what I mean? It's all just a learning process. So keep an open mind. You always want to know the truth, because if you're going on falsities, if you're just going on generalized information or just assumptions, then you are going to be at a real disadvantage, and you're going to waste a lot of time. They provide great lessons, and you'll always have some kind of course correction that brings you back to something that better resonates with you. But, why fool yourself? Be willing to take a look at the truth, no matter what that truth is. That's just my 2 cents worth. Anyway, you guys have a beautiful day, and I hope this helps, and have fun, and comment below. Wow. So comment below, and let me know how your council meetings go. That'd be really cool to hear. All right. Talk to you next time. Bye.